Hi and welcome to Mama Time Yoga. My name is Charlotte and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to adapt your yogic breath for when you are pregnant or early postpartum. Let's start with the basics. Let's start with what your yogic breath is. The way I teach it is learning to breathe deeper into the body, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So usually I start my classes by just having you notice how you naturally breathe. So just checking in with your breath, not trying to change it, just observing it. And take a moment to do that. Where are you breathing into in your body? Are you breathing into the upper part of your body, or are you allowing your breath to move fully down into the low part of the belly? Many of us tend to just breathe in the upper part of our body, which keeps us in that fight or flight, more stress state. By moving our breath deeper into the body, we have longer breaths and it allows us to come into that calm, more relaxed rest and digest state. So let's just take a couple deep yogic breaths together. So let's take a deep inhale through the nose, filling up all the way down to that low belly, feeling it expand. And as you exhale out fully through the nose, feeling all the air release in the belly coming back in. Let's just take another breath like that. Big inhale, taking it deep all the way down to the belly, feeling it expand. And then a big exhale, feeling it come back in. Exhaling completely. And your pace is going to be different than someone else's. So as a general rule, I like to start my students for a count of 4. A count of 4 in to really breathe deep in, and then a count of 4 out to fully release all the air that's in the body. Yours might be different though, especially if you are pregnant. So let's move into how to adapt that if you are pregnant. So as you start to get further into your pregnancy in the 2nd and 3rd trimester, it gets a lot harder to breathe into your low belly because you've got a baby in that space. Everything has come up, your lungs have less room, and it just becomes a lot more difficult to breathe in general. So when you're pregnant, it's really important to learn to breathe into the side body. And it takes a bit of practice. So you'll feel short of breath because of your pregnancy anyway. But as you learn to breathe into the sides of the body and feeling that area expand, that will help you still be able to have deeper breaths. It's not going to feel the same as you were before you were pregnant, but this will just help you be able to come into your breath when you need to. You're going to need it, as we talked about, it's very helpful through stressful times, and you want to be able to breathe through whatever kind of birth you're having. Having that tool of breath is so invaluable. So let's practice that together. If you are pregnant, sit up nice and tall, giving yourself as much room as you can. You can practice this if you're not pregnant as well. It's great to learn to breathe into different areas. So just feel into the side of the ribs. You can feel into the side, the back, and take a big inhale. Just allow that area to expand, pressing against the hands. Big exhale, feeling the ribs draw back in. Let's take 2 more of those, really just feeling the body. It takes practice. Big inhale, ribs press into the hands, body expands. Big exhale, feeling them come back in. And going with your pace, let's take another big breath. Exhale, feel the ribs come back in. Beautiful. Just practice that whenever you feel like you need a bit of relaxation in your life, or you just find yourself being quite short of breath, which happens throughout your pregnancy anyways. Your lungs have a lot less room than they did before. And so finally, coming into the postpartum state, after you've had your baby, you now have a lot more room in your belly. It will still probably feel a little bit funny to try to breathe deep into your body because you haven't been able to for so long throughout your pregnancy. So it's really important to come back to that yogic breath and focus on breathing deep into the low belly again. And again, it'll take time. You might find yourself having shorter more shallow breaths. So I think it's a really great tool, as we've talked about, for any time, especially as you're making that transition into motherhood, whether it's your first, second, or third baby. Those first few weeks, months, years, are pretty hectic, learning curve as a mom. So really breathing and using that as a tool to keep you calm and grounded is, like I said, invaluable. It's with you all the time. It costs $0, and it can really quickly change your state. So it's really important to come back to that deep yogic breath after pregnancy to keep you feeling good. So we're just going to take a couple more of those deep yogic breaths, focusing on really taking that down into the body. After you've had your baby, you're going to be relearning that. So let's just take the hands on the low belly, and you're going to feel the belly move same way we did with the ribs. We're going to feel the belly press into the hands as you inhale, and then coming back in as you exhale. This is a great breath to do to learn how to connect with your low belly and your abs again too after pregnancy. So let's take a big deep breath in, belly expands. Big deep breath out through the nose, feeling the belly draw back in. 2 more together, just like that. Big inhale, feeling the belly press into the hands as it expands. Big exhale, feeling the belly draw back in, releasing all the air. And last one here, big inhale, big exhale. And just releasing back. And don't be discouraged if it doesn't, feel as natural breathing that way as it did before. It's a practice like anything else. Give yourself a few moments a day to practice that, and it will slowly start to become easier and more natural again. Please let me know what you thought in the comments of this video. I hope it helps you breathe a little bit easier. And if you're interested in more videos like this for yoga and mindfulness for pregnancy and postpartum, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.